Could build another sawmill. That's actually a pretty good idea. Don't we have... We've got a road out here. What do we take? It only takes 10 wood for a sawmill. I think that's a pretty good compromise. Let's let these folks go out. Oh, these are hunters, though. I think we'll build a second sawmill. In this weather, I don't think touching yourself would be that fun. But the friction, I'm going to keep my junk warm, chat. Touching yourself in this weather is the best place to touch yourself. Well, I mean, the best place to touch yourself is usually the genitals, but... as far as locations, this has got it going on, chat. This is where you want to be. Junk friction. That's the goal. It'll also keep your hands warm, because typically, like, as far as body temperature goes, your crotch tends to be a little warmer than, like, the distal parts of your body. It's closer to your core, so it's warm. It's like when you get real cold, you shove your hands in your armpits or down your pants. I'd really like to just be able to turn up the heat a little bit. We have 4 days worth of coal. Pete, marry, fuck, kill. Brie Larson, Scarlett Johansson, and Gal Gadot. Marry Gal Gadot. Kill Scarlett Johansson. Fuck Brie Larson. I mean, that's categorically the correct answer. Could overdrive the generator. We cannot do that, though, because generator stress rises. I don't know what that does. What did that do to our heat level? It didn't even really significantly raise it. Like, I can't tell what this does. When the stress level reaches 100, the generator will explode and the game will end. This doesn't seem to be warming it up significantly, though. Like, this just went up to livable. Every place is still chilly. If we shut this off... oh, I guess it does warm it very slightly. Does generator stress fall? Generator stress does not seem to go down, though. Oh, it does. Okay. So we just have to keep an eye on that. We can, like, toggle it back and forth. Scouts have reached the observatory. What did they find there? Survivors. Something amiss at the observatory. Snow covers the precious instruments, and the dome was open, letting out a thin column of smoke. Someone's inside. Observatory. The sun is dimming. Instead of astronomers, we are met by some of our lost people. They explained that they came here for help, but found everybody dead. The astronomers continued their observations until they starved. What was so important for them? They wrote it up in their diaries. The loss of sunlight can't be explained solely by the fouling of the atmosphere by the southern volcanoes. The sun is dimming. Sites discovered the crash site. Leave the survivors to their fate. That seems mean. Send the survivors to the city. Gives us 4 kids, 18 engineers, and 12 workers. I don't need any more engineers, though. Let's escort the survivors to the city, I guess, and then go to try to find someplace that doesn't suck. That's an idea for what we could do with some of these idle people. You know what? Can we form another... create a new scout team. Building can't support another expedition. Current limit 1. Alright, well, I guess there you go. The answer is no, Pete. Hey, Frost Pete. Hey, you fiend, welcome to the stream. That's just more workshops. How many workshops? Well, I mean, workshops are relatively warm. They take a lot of wood and metal, though. I think the next big batch of wood we get is going to go towards building another sawmill. We need more wood than we're getting currently. If we build streets, we come out here. That's not an ideal position for a street. We could build a sawmill over here as well. That seems like a pretty good spot for one. Yeah. It is time to get to work. You know what? It's time to start working these wood crates. What is this? The steelworks? We need nobody over here. Get more people on this wood. Anybody else who's not working? We have 18 children doing nothing. Get your lazy asses out here. Worthless bastard kids. And we don't want to work, Pete. It's too cold. I don't care if it's cold. Get your little fingers out here and get them to slaving. I don't care if your hands rot off. Do something. Damn worthless kids. This medical post is too cold to work. Well, we've got 3 teams of engineers doing research here on the steelworks. Give me another sawmill. I don't really want to overlap them in the same spot. If we bring... Alright, hear me out, chat. Like, if we bring a road out this way... It's going to overlap that coal deposit, which is bad. Can I cancel that? Is there some way to cancel this road? Nope. Once you click it, it's built forever. Son of a bitch. Well, wish I'd have known that. Wasn't exactly the ideal spot for a sawmill. Best we can do, though. We still don't have drawing boards. You guys got to get me another 50 wood before the end of the day. The next 50 wood we have gets reserved for the drawing board. What age children have to work? Age 12, age 8, as soon as they can move. There's no limit. Like, if they have functional fingers, they work. That's how it works here at the Perfidious Pete estate. If your fingers work, so do you. Get your asses out there and toil. You have movable fingers, your ass is working. Speaking of which, we have people not working right now. Steelworks is researched. I don't want to start new research until we get 50 wood because I want drawing boards next. We have 15 people unemployed. Those 15 unemployed bastards better be digging this road. What is this building? The cookhouse. Right, it's out of food, so... Speaking of out of food, we got more people coming in. I want to save 50 wood for drawing boards. I want to build another, like, food. I want to build another hunting cabin. Where are all our people employed? Oh, wait, we have another hunting cabin. Never mind. We have 2 hunters' hut that are max. Okay. 2 is acceptable. Now what? Double rations for kids. No, we can't afford that. Oh, please, Pete, let's let the little boy have another bowl of gruel. No, have you not seen Oliver Twist, you jerk-ass kid? When he says, please, sir, may I have some more, we say, no. Please, sir, may I have some more? No, you may not have more. Upgrade to drawing boards. We're out of wood. And now we're going to build housing. That's it. The rest of our, until we have houses for everybody, the rest of our resources get devoted to housing. Mild frostbite. A citizen became gravely ill. Join the pile. If the children whine or cry, do you whip them like a pharaoh? Oh, come on, Chad. Do you think pharaohs actually whip their own slaves? They had people for that. Pharaohs weren't out there wielding the whips themselves. That's scut work. Pharaohs got more important things to do. Okay, you need to go to, like... Sturdy Shelter is how far away? 22 hours. The Gloomy Cave, 20 hours. The Crash Site, 21 hours. Go to the Crash Site, though. Find us some vehicles. We now have more people to build houses for. Alright, these... Where are all these idle people? Get your asses to work, you lazy bastards. It's almost quitting time, and we don't have enough wood for houses. It is going to warm up soon. That's good. The reason we have so many people getting frostbite probably is because they are sleeping in the street. But the street next to the generator is like the warmest place in town. If you had to sleep somewhere, that's where you'd want to sleep. Like, I'm just going to go sleep with my back laying against the generator, Pete. And I'd be like, that's good thinking. That'll keep you warm. Start building me some tents. People, tent. We got to figure out how to layer this, though, because having it away from the city center is not really doing us a whole lot of good. Maybe we just stop wasting this space. Unless, can we do this? Can we get 2 workshops in here? No, the workshop is too wide. So we don't want workshops there. Go ahead, build. Oh, we're wasting space on our inner circle, though, when it's the warmest spot. Is there something else that would do better there? How much space does a medical post take? Same amount as a... We're not going to be able to fit anything in there. It may as well be a tent, then. And then, we'll make a row of tents behind that. That does need to be connected to a street, though. So we'll build a ring here. That's 30 more housing, which means we still have to build 4 more sets of tents. Good lord. How hard is it to pitch a tent? What the hell is wrong with you people? We have so many idle people, too. People who are not working. Everybody gets a job. If you don't have a job, I'm going to assign you one. We also need to build coal thumpers. How much wood does a coal thumper take? How much thump can a coal thumper thump if a coal thumper can thump coal? What does a coal thumper take? It takes 15 wood. Give me 3 more wood before the end of the day. 1 more. Come on. Don't you slack. All right, then. I was going to say, if one of those bastards slacks off, I'm going to be absolutely furious, though. And I think we'll put coal thumpers out here. Now, because, yeah, let's just put... Now, you know what? Let's put a coal thumper here. And then I'm going to build another gathering post. Because I believe it does take... Last time we did this, 1 gathering post was, like, not enough to get all of the coal out of the ground. It took more. This colony really needs a beaver. Well, I mean, half of our colonists are female, chat. Or are you saying that we need, like, a Ward Cleaver's son? That we need, like, the younger Cleaver? That we actually need a beaver Cleaver? That we need a Jerry Mathers to come by and get caught in a giant teacup or engage in some other kind of, like, ridiculous and spirited hijinks? Because you know what? You might be right in that respect. Maybe we do need a beaver. He's got to be good for morale. Oh, I got caught in the giant teacup. Dad, I don't know who to ask to the big spring dance. One of our people died. Well, another. Okay. It's a slew of dead people. Fortunately for us, we have ceremonial funerals and cemeteries, so we're cool. Tech tree. Drawing boards are done. Excellent. Heating, though. Generator power upgrade? Yes. Do that. We cannot do that because it requires 20 wood that we don't have. Well, the workday is over. We should really pass that emergency shift law, maybe. On the plus side, the number of sick people's going way down, chat. Range would be better so you could have it go out and hit that second layer of housing. That's, yeah, you know what? You make a good point, chat. That actually would be better. Range takes the exact same ingredients, though. Stop shilling for YouTube, chat. I can't shill for craft, but you can shill for YouTube? What kind of madness is this? You got to keep it warm enough to keep the children's fingers from going numb, Pete, so that you can get more work out of them. Burial ceremony starting at the cemetery. Yeah, you know what? As long as you're burying them outside of work hours, it's fine with me. God forbid you try to bury somebody during work hours, though. Don't even think about it. So we have 1 worker. We have 18 engineers that ain't doing shit, though. Also, we're running out of food. Some of these people gotta hunt. We need another gathering post, but we also need more hunters. We don't have enough raw food coming in. More people are sick every day. God, you people in your sickness, what's wrong with you? Snap out of it. Show a little gumption. Discontent is on the rise. Cold at home, lack of medical care. If you'd stop getting sick all the time, we wouldn't need so much medical care, would we? These people suck. Nice immune system, jerks. We got the sniffles because it's minus 40 degrees Celsius. No wonder humanity's being extincted on it. You know, they kind of deserve it. Adaptation. Radical treatment. Sustain life. Emergency. I'm tempted to just pick emergency shift, actually. I guess we'll go with radical treatment so we can start sawing off gangrenous limbs. Yeah. Come get your frostbitten fingers and toes sawed off at the medical hut. Wow, people really don't like that, though. Might make sense, but it doesn't make it any less cruel. We'll just hope they won't cut my leg off if I fall ill. Oh, Louis Capel, you're going to complain? Guess what? Squeaky wheel gets the grease. Guess who the first man to get a leg amputation is going to be? Yeah, it's going to be you. Hope they don't cut my leg off. I'm cutting his leg off, though, Chad. Like, he's #1 on the docket for leg chopping now. Congratulations. Just bought yourself a ticket to the top of the stack, champ. Get to work. Two or more fingers plus 1 working thumb per hand, you must work. I don't care if all you have is like a stump that you can flap at stuff. You can have no fingers and no thumbs, you're still working. If you can slap a palm against something, you know what? You could bake bread. You can make tortillas. If you can slap a palm against a flat surface, I'll put you to work in the kitchens making tortillas. You don't need fucking fingers. You can be the guy who rolls out the dough. We have 2 sawmills working right now, so we should have like ample supplies of wood coming in. Begin researching this generator upgrade. We still need 20 wood though. Get me to 20. There's never enough. It doesn't matter how many sawmills we have. We need more wood. There are not enough sawmills in the universe to satisfy our people's insatiable thirst for wood. Your job assignments are determined by your number of working limbs and fingers. See, that makes more sense. We're out of wood. Of course we're out of wood. I don't need the tutorial on the coal thumper, though. I know how it works. Can we close this and make that go away? Nope. The coal thumper is thumping, by the way. I would like to build another gathering hut as well. What do we need for gathering post? Steel. We have 1 steel. Is anybody gathering steel? No. Kids, guess what day it is? It's go dig around in an old salvage yard day. Congratulations, have fun, and if you get tetanus, we don't have any treatment for it. Too fucking bad. Search the area. Plenty of priceless supplies in the wrecks of our expedition. Searching among crates scattered in snow behind the wrecks, we found the bodies tangled together in a single frozen mass. If the people were trying to find at least a bit of warmth before they died. You know how they got frozen together, though, chat? They peed on each other, and then the pee froze them together into one giant ball of people. They're stuck together with frozen urine. We can do nothing for them, not even bury them. You're right, take their wood and food. So we could go to the gloomy cave. It's 21 hours to arrive. Now, you know what? Come home. Come back. I want that wood. Discontent is on the rise and hope is not doing well. We got a fully stacked sawmill over here. It's producing 8 wood per hour. You're only producing 6.4 wood per hour. You know what? Get an engineer over here. Engineers work... Wait a minute. Engineers will work at sawmills? Engineers will work at sawmills. Let's adjust that, then. Put engineers on that. And now we have 10 regular workers who we can send out to do something a little more dangerous or awful. Like, come out here and do this. And do we have any other sources of metal? It does not look like we do. Oh, we got one more here. All right. You know what, engineers? You guys that aren't doing shit. I have no idle people. This is what I want. No idle people and 22 children out doing my bidding. Go forth, children, and do my will. We're going to need to build a steelworks very quickly, though. I do want another gathering post over here to help these guys pick up all this coal. Attach a street here. We still need houses. Still not everyone has a place to live. We gotta fix that. I don't necessarily like sticking that there, but it's got to be done. We still need one more house, too. We're going to have to connect this with a road. We're just making ring roads now. The scouts are still waiting. Come home. I thought I told them to come home, but I guess they just stood around like assholes. We're just going to stand out here till we freeze to death, too, because we're dumb. I tell you, what would these people do without me to tell them what to do? They'd already all be dead. How come these are not working at 100% efficiency? I think the next thing we research are going to be those heaters. I want workplaces heated during the day. I know it takes a little bit of extra coal, but it feels like that'll be worth it. It raises the heat level 1 level. That'll take this from chilly to livable. And it means we don't have to build those little, like, steam generator things all the way out here, because those are kind of expensive. Captain, we found a boy frozen to the bone in the cemetery next to a fresh grave. He must have been there for hours. He wants you to call an emergency meeting. Says if you agree, his mother will wake up to attend it. No, I mean, she's never coming back, Jimmy. Sorry, Jimmy, your mom is dead. She's dead, Jimmy, dead! That boy would then grow up to become DeForest Kelly. He's dead, Jim. Every time he said that line, he would channel the grief that he experienced the day that he lost his mother. Generator range upgrade researched. Finally. How do we actually make that range go? Range setting to 2. Perfect. What does that look like? So the heat has populated out, and now we just have one house that's miserably cold. The rest of them are cool but livable. We are researching nothing, which is bad. We're going to research heaters. And we still need one more house. Or one more tent. Let's pack that in as close as we can to the house. Is there a way we can make people not live in tents? Is there something we can do to make their actual houses warmer? So we can get more scouts? That seems like a useful thing to research. What does that cost? 20 wood? We might do that next. Resources. Depot upgrade, coal mining, charcoal kilns, a sawmill upgrade. We're actually researching that next, though. Whatever it costs, we're researching that. 10 metal. Hothouse makes food, right? A few hardy crops can be grown here, supplying 30 raw food per day. That takes a steam core, though. What's a bunkhouse? A dwelling for 10 people that's adequately protected from the weather. It takes steel, though, a ton. Medical post upgrade, what do you do? Thanks to improved tools and methods, people employed in medical posts will heal the sick 10% faster. That hardly seems worth it, though. Hothouse seems good. What's a coal mine? A coal mine also takes a steam generator. A charcoal kiln turns wood into... No, I don't want to do that, though. Sawmill upgrade. We got to do the sawmill upgrade, though. That's next on the list. There's nothing that's more important than the sawmill upgrade. Then maybe we'll branch out into bunkhouses, but we need the sawmill first. You know, these 4 homeless people could not be homeless if you just built that tent a little faster. I'm just saying. Put your backs into it, you gobs. We're going to have to harness, like, we're going to have to be very careful about our metal, because we're very low. We need a steelworks. That's got to be our next thing. Otherwise, we're going to we may, like, run into a situation where we just run out of steel. Extracts iron ore from deep deposits and process it to deliver up to 40 steel per standard day. Can we build this anywhere? Invalid placement location. Where does it have to be placed? So it has to be over in one of these locations? Building here will destroy resources, not adjacent to a street. What resource is this destroying? So can we only build it there? Those are the only places where we can build it, huh? Yep, it's one of these 2 places. Oh, it's destroying trees, though. Okay. We do that. It's got to be done. And then give me... Let's connect it to a street. I don't want to change the way this is pathed out. But build that to there and then build like a side street. And then it'll be connected. And then we can do that same thing on the other side if necessary. We're also close to maximum coal storage. Or, you know, maybe just continue to labor. Have you ever considered maybe continuing to just labor all day? Our food situation is getting very bad, though. We need more food. We could build a hothouse, but really I'd rather just build more food gathering. Build another hunter's hut. We're wasting quite a bit of space here. But if we're doing it in an area where we're already wasting space, maybe the best thing to do is just Or, you know what we could do? We could try and level this out. We could put, like, tents, hunter's hut. No, we won't be able to fit it because that gap is a little too big. That's just going to be dead space. This is actually going to be dead space regardless of which way we put it. We could put it here, and then maybe we just have a little dead space in the middle. I like that plan. Let's do that. Build another hunter's hut. We have 13 sick. Why are people still ill, though? They should be getting better. Nobody's working over here, right? Okay, just want to make sure. Where are all our workers? Scouts have returned to the city. They brought us 142 wood and 34 food. The food we definitely needed. We're building this. Good. We actually have a pretty solid supply of coal. That's our steelworks. We're going to want to make sure that's fully manned. We should also send these scouts out to do something. The gloomy cave is how far away? 20 hours. The sturdy shelter is 22 hours. You know what? I'd rather go to the sturdy shelter than the cave. Get your asses back out there. Our people are using their free time to build. That's good thinking. Using your free time to build a hunter's hut. So we need to reposition some of the workforce. We have another gathering hut over here that's not doing anything. So where... Okay, we have a bunch of people over here doing this. So let's take none. That gives us 12 children. We also have a bunch of people out here. This only has 28 steel left. Give me the workers back. Engineers, you come back too. Children, you guys can handle that, though, right? And then we'll send engineers out here to work this bad boy. That gives us 2.8 metal per hour. So we'll put engineers and workers out there. That leaves us with 7 people unemployed. I think we put them on food duty. Pete, I'm surprised you're more enthused for the Cobra Kai series on YouTube Red, given your affinity for sweeping the leg. I do love to sweep the leg. Always sweep the leg, chat, but I don't do YouTube Red. So I would if their original programming was a little stronger, but it's just not, doesn't interest me much at all. Like, I've not seen any YouTube original Red programming yet where I was like, yeah, that's really something I'd like to see. It hasn't occurred. We need some workers back. I don't want to take people... You know what? With the massive influx of wood that we got, we can actually probably afford to take a few of these workers. Or can we? This thing is producing way more coal than we can pick up. Maybe we cut back on workers here. Let's take the thumper down to 5. And let's have more people work this so that we can get rid of it. And once it's gone, we can replace it with something. We'll take those workers and redirect them to somewhere better. I'm not too worried about that coal pile. We have 10 children working this coal pile? No, we don't need any children working that coal pile for now. If we're going to have 10 children doing anything, we're going to have 10 children working at this gathering hut, just picking up the coal we're thumping out. And then we can remax the thumper. Or at least, you know what, 7 on the thumper is probably good. I want to get this food building maxed, though. Max this. I actually don't want children... I don't mind having children work at a gathering hut. That's fine. I don't want children at a hunter's hut, though. And I don't want children at the coal thumper. We have 4 adults left. Take those 4 adults and put them to work here. It's still really cold out here. We gotta get heaters researched. We can also pass another law. The Cobra Kai series is worth it. I don't know. I can remember not being that enthused by the Karate Kid back when the Karate Kid was still the Karate Kid and not an aging 60-year-old man who just makes me sad